Hello everyone, it's Robin the Delta Crafter, and today I'm here with you to give you a review of the Hero Arts Hues Reactive Inks. Now these inks I found out have recently come on the market, maybe about a year or so ago. So this is my first jump into these inks, and I'm going to share with you my my review and my opinion of these inks. But before we get started, to my subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new here, hello, I'm glad to see you. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscription button. And if you want to be notified of when I post new videos, please click the notification bell and you'll be notified. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook at the Delta Crafter. Let's jump in and get started. So these are 4 of the Hero Hues Reactive Ink colors. They actually come in 15 colors. And so I have like one of each yellow, red, green, and blue here. And so these inks are a hybrid ink. They're a combination of dye ink and pigment ink, which gives them a special property to be able to go on pretty smoothly, blend pretty easily, as well as be able to react with ink. So here I am using a blending brush. These are the blending brushes that I purchased from Amazon. I have also done a review of these ink blending brushes. So check out that video if you'd like to see what I think of these brushes. I'll link it in the description box below. But the first color that I'm swatching or using here is Lemon Drop. So this is a beautiful yellow color. It goes on pretty easily, and it does give a nice coverage and pretty solid inking there. So that's Lemon Drop. Next color that I'm going to be swatching for us is Fruit Punch. So this is kind of a corally pink red color. So let's give this one a try and see how this one goes on. Oh, that's pretty as well. I can see this being used for watermelon, other types of fruit, all kinds of summer fun things. And because I'm using this craft mat, I can pick up some of the extra ink that goes off the side and continue to use it and blend it onto my paper. So there is the Fruit Punch color. Very pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this down just a little bit, wipe my craft mat down, so that the next time I get ready to blend, I'll be getting whatever that color is, pure color, and not the yellow and the Lemon Drop and the Fruit Punch mixed in. Dry it off. All right. Moving on to Pool Party. Now, I just received my very first Hero Arts, my monthly hero kit. And it was that kit and the way I saw some of the people using these inks with that kit that made me go ahead and decide to jump in into these inks and give them a try. That kit, I'm sorry, was the April 2020 kit, and it was based on Australia. It was a nod to just recognizing all that Australia was going through at the beginning of this year. Who knew that the rest of the world would be start to go through its own things, but particularly the Australian brush fires, sorry. And so there were a lot of surf scenes, water scenes, sunsets with animals native to Australia in the background. All kinds of things. So I saw a lot of the cards that were being made, and they inspired me they were using these inks, so that inspired me to give these a try. So Pool Party was one of the ones that was used quite often, especially in the beach scenes. So here's a look at how Pool Party blends on this cardstock. And then the very last color is Blue Hawaii, which was another color that was used often in the beach scene on those cards using the April kit. So these inks are creamy. They have a bit of a creamy finish to them. And so that also kind of makes a little bit of a difference in how these inks react to paper. And to be honest with you, I know the type of paper you use makes a difference, but I really don't know what type of cardstock this is that I'm using. I just pulled a piece of white cardstock out of my stash. I'm going to be try to do a better job in making sure that I list the type of paper that I use, because I am aware that that makes the type of paper you use does make a difference. So here we have the Blue Hawaii, and that blended, that's a beautiful color as well. So this is how the inks looked when you use a blending brush and you apply them to paper. Now I'm going to take one of the stamps that was an add-on with my April kit and use that with a couple of these reactive inks. So the Hero Arts has a line of stamp sets that are called Heroscapes. And so they are buildable ink, stamp sets that can create different landscapes for you when you use them on your cards. So this one is called the Beach Heroscape. And so I'm going to be using these two stamps to create a water or the sea, the ocean, and as it's coming in onto land. So let's go ahead and get those out. And so I'm going to be using my Stamp Perfect stamping tool. Put these brushes away. And so these two stamps are meant to be layered. So this is our first stamp, and then this is going to be our detail stamp. So I'm going to put the first stamp down, close my door. Open it back up, position it, put my magnets down. So I'm going to use Pool Party. I'm going to use Pool Party as my first color. So we're going to ink it up. And because I'm using my stamp positioning tool, I can ink. Oops, see my magnets in the way. There we go. Press it down. And then I can re-ink and stamp right in the same place. Stamp positioning tools are fantastic for this. This used to be so difficult to do before stamp positioning tools came on the market. And I am not perfect, so my restamping would be off a little bit, and then that would ruin my project. Well, not ruin it, but you know, not make it as nice and neat as I would like. So there's our base. I'm gonna take that off. Set that to the side. And now we're going to add the detail. detail layer. Scooch over a little bit. There we go. There we go. Close the door. Pick out my stamp. And we're going to add the detail with the blue Hawaii ink. Close the door. Press down. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Look like it was off just a tiny bit, but it's all right. And there we go. And now if I wanted to, I could even move my card over a little bit. Reposition. And just get a little bit of the detail down at the bottom. And just ink up just a portion of the stamp. Do a little bit more there. There we go. And there we have it. Now, I'm going to cut off the edge here. So we can get a better idea of what this stamp would look like. And there you have it. Isn't that beautiful? Look at all that detail in there. And there is a die that that can be purchased with this stamp set that could cut this out, so you could have a sandy background or a sandy edge over here. So this could be water brushing up onto the shore, and you could even come in with some white embossing powder and make a little bit of foam in different places along here, and then that would just take the stamp even to another level. So I really like this stamp, and I really like these inks. So that's going to conclude my review of these Hero Hues Reactive Inks. I hope you have enjoyed this review. Again, this is just 4 of the 15 colors that these inks come in. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And can't wait to see you guys next time. Until then, bye-bye.